uploading content every day for 1,000 days. Welcome to the channel. My name is Forrest Burns, and the content that I'm going to be producing is just self-improvement stuff. That's what I'm passionate about, and I'm starting now, kind of rewiring my brain. You've heard of neuroplasticity. The brain can change, and there's no such thing as, oh, you stop developing at, say, 35, you're stuck with that brain forever. No, the brain can rewire itself from primarily behavior change. You can say as many affirmations as you'd like. However, if your behavior doesn't mimic those positive affirmations, your brain doesn't believe you, and it's not going to create new pathways. So that's just some of the stuff that I've learned. I've implemented a few changes in 2026. A lot of this is coinciding with the new year. Today's the 15th of January. The social media apps, Instagram, Twitter, they're gone. That's so 2025. Now I have Substack, and I've really enjoyed using it. It's same style as Twitter, where you're scrolling, but when you see something that piques your interest, oftentimes there's an article associated with it, and you can sit and spend 10 times reading. I have never been a reader. Look, think of me as like a jock. I always put basketball on the pedestal, and even after my career ended, I still put it on a pedestal, and I kind of resonated with the identity of, I'm a jock, I'm an athlete, I'm more athletic than you, I can outrun you, I have better cardio than you, I'm stronger than you. But now that really doesn't serve me. So I'm having to rewire my brain, assume or create a new identity. And the only way that you do that, good thing that, you can, but the only way to do that is to come up with a new identity and then enforce that identity with behavioral change. Now, the way it was explained to me, the brain has these habitual patterns that keep it comfortable. If you resonate with, or you identify with, hey, I'm not a morning person, then, or let's see a different example. I like having clean teeth. So you identify as someone that has that, and doing that task is rudimentary. It's just secondhand nature. So you have this pathway in the brain that is like a large river. Say it's a bad habit, going out drinking at the bar. That pathway is large in the brain to where you'll have that thought more often than most, because it's been reinforced for so long. So in order to change who you are, you have to have a new thought, a new identity. I am a sober-minded person who socializes in a sober way. However, when starting that new identity protocol, that river, if you will, is a small little stream, and your body, your brain finds comfort in that old neural pathway, which is this raging river, and until that river is dried up, you're going to have those thoughts. And the way to dry up that river is to identify with that. I'm a sober-minded person. I engage socially in a sober in a sober way. So whatever the habit is that you need to overcome, you have to create a new pathway, and your body's going to naturally want to jump over to that larger river because it's what's comfortable. It's what's, I think that there's a word for it, but there's this substance that surrounds the neurons, and that substance is thickened the more that behavior is enacted upon. So you have to cut it off, right? Like blockade, dam that river and that pathway, and create a new one. So I'm not sure if that made sense. I'm regurgitating an article I read on Substack, but it gave me hope that there's science behind the way I act, and it's not my fault. It's just, I guess it's primarily my fault, right? Only to blame. But there's science behind the way I feel, and that is comforting to know that, you know, it's just going to take time and it's not easy, but you can change. So a little bit of a rant there. Most importantly, I want to create content and just see where it goes, right? Like, see where it goes. I've never produced any content. My Instagram maybe has 3 posts, right? My entire life. Twitter, maybe 20 posts. Never really got much traction, but self-improvement, you know, I'd like to improve physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, philanthropically, and what better way to do that than through you know, producing content and self-improvement. So anyways, that's pretty much the video. I hope you guys got something out of it. I look forward to improving my content and coming up with different concepts and improving the experience for all who view. So got a cool Mercedes coming up. Looks like a, what are these? Mercedes GT, I think these are. Driven by a middle-aged blonde lady. Carbon pack. Silver. Sick. Until next time, keep doing you, man. Let's all get better. Let's all improve. Sometimes it's not easy, but if you know the science behind the brain, for me, it just makes it more doable and kind of relieves me a little bit. See ya.